welcome to another episode of the Zeelicious cooking series. It's still the Christmas edition and I've been showing you how to make holiday inspired treats and delicacies that you can use to make this holiday season a memorable one for your family and friends. Today I'm going to show you how to make red velvet cupcakes with buttercream frosting. It's still the Christmas season and my red velvet cupcake will represent the red color of Christmas, and then my buttercream frosting will represent the green color of Christmas. So let me introduce you to the ingredients. For this recipe you'd need 2 cups of all-purpose flour, 1 cup of sugar, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, 1 teaspoon of salt, half a teaspoon of cocoa powder, a 3/4 cup of vegetable oil, 1 cup of buttermilk, 2 eggs, 1 tablespoon of red food coloring, 2 cups of icing sugar, 2 tablespoons of unmelted butter, and 3 tablespoons of liquid milk. So I've actually started by lining my baking tray with some cupcake wraps here, and I'm just going to set it aside and get on with the real deal, which is happening here. So first of all, I'm going to start by transferring all of my flour into this big mixing bowl right here. Everything goes in. And next is my cocoa powder. This is just to darken up the cake just a little bit. So everything is going to go right in. So next up, I'm going to transfer my baking soda into my mixing bowl as well. And of course, some salt. And it's just a matter of mixing this together. I'm just going to stir it thoroughly just to combine. Okay, so I think that's perfect. I'll just set it aside and then get on with the wet ingredients. Now in another mixing bowl, I'm going to crack in 2 eggs. That's the first one. I like it when my eggs are fresh. And that's the second one as well. And I'm going to transfer some granulated white sugar into this mixing bowl as well. And I'm just going to whisk it together with my hand mixer. If you don't have a hand mixer, you can use a whisk, but it's going to require some work, some manual labor. Okay, so that's perfect. Next, I'm going to add my vegetable oil. Just transfer this all in, and some vanilla extract. Everything in, and I'm just going to whisk it together one more time. Okay, so it's time for the coloring part. I'm using red food coloring for this, and I'm just going to transfer just a little bit of it, just a tiny bit. A little goes a long way, so you need to be really careful at this point. Okay, let's see how that goes. If I need more, then I'm going to add more, but for now I think I better start with just a little at a time. So I'm gonna work this again. I think I need to add more. Okay, so let's try it again. Okay, so I'm thinking that this is red enough. What I'm going to do next is bring back my dry ingredients and then just transfer half of this mixture into this mixture. That's half of the dry ingredients into my wet mixture. Then I'm going to add half of my buttermilk into the mixture as well, just half of it, and then whisk it all together. I think I better use my spoon to scrape out the sides. Okay. I'm just going to repeat the process and pour in the remaining half, just like that, and the remaining half of the buttermilk. Everything goes in. So one last time. Okay, so I think this is red enough for me. I'm just going to allow this to strip into the mixing bowl. And it's just a matter of placing all of this mixture into the baking pan. So before I place the cupcake wraps in the baking pan, I actually lined the baking pan with some vegetable oil, just so that it's easy to pull up the cupcakes when they're perfectly cooked. And what I'm going to do now is, since this is a very runny batter, I'm just going to gently take 1 scoop and place it in here. This is going to help me pour this mixture neatly into my cupcake wraps. So I'm just going to do that again, and then use the tip to just gently pour it in, and I'm only going to fill it up halfway because it's going to swell up and come out. So that's the second one. That's the third one. That's the second to the last one. Oops, that one's going to be a little bit full. And then this is the last one. It looks so pretty just as is. I think this one just needs a little bit more.
That's supposed to be for me. Top it. Top it.
We have to give room for swelling though. So I'm just going to heat it just so the air bubbles disappear. Okay, I think that's fine. And I've already preheated my oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit, and I'm just going to place this in there and allow it to bake for 30 to 35 minutes. And while it's baking, I'll clear up and then come back and show you how to make the buttercream frosting. I'll be back, okay? So for the buttercream frosting, it's really pretty easy. I already have some icing sugar in this mixing bowl right here, and I have some butter that I'm just going to transfer into the mixing bowl, and I have some liquid milk here as well. I'm just going to pour in just a little bit of it first, and I'll mix with my hand mixer. You have to be very careful about this, if not it's going to splatter all over your face. So let me just mix it up together. So let me just use my spatula to just scrape down the edges, just so that all of the icing sugar around the edges can mix up as well. It's okay if you make a little mess. That's fine, you just clean it up afterwards. So I'm just going to do this, and then I'm going to add vanilla extract into this and continue mixing until it's totally incorporated. So I think that's totally combined now. Remember I said that my buttercream frosting is going to be green because I want it to represent the Christmas color. So I'm going to put a little bit of green food coloring into this mixture so that I turn it into a green color. I'll show you how it's done. So it's just a little bit. I'm going to use a skewer to bring it up because it's actually a little bit thickened. And I'll just use the skewer to, not so much though, a little goes a long way, I tell you. So I'll just mix that in again. Okay, so I think this color is perfect for me. I'm just going to scrape it down just to take out everything here. And what I'm going to do is just transfer this into my piping bag. I just place this in a cup just to control it. I don't want to make it too full. So I'm just gently going to place this in here, like that. So okay, so I'll just set this here. Okay, so my cupcakes have been cooling for about 30 minutes. I took it out of the oven 30 minutes ago and they've been cooling, and this is what they look like. So it's time to pipe on the buttercream frosting right on top of it. And I'm using just I think a star nozzle for my piping bag. So what I'm going to do is just hold firmly with my 2 hands and just do a pretty design right at the center, just like that. Looks pretty, right? And I'll just continue that. But I'm not done. I have some sprinkles here just to give it a little bit of some fanciness. So I'm just going to sprinkle some sprinkles, just on top of the frosting, and just to make it look extra pretty. Okay, so that's it, guys. This is look gorgeous. Kids will totally love this, adults will totally love this. So this is a dessert recipe that everyone in the family will totally enjoy. Now you know how to make my red velvet cupcakes with buttercream frosting. What are you waiting for? Make sure you make this holiday season, okay? And send me pictures of your creation via our social media platforms. We're on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook as Zeeliciousfoods. And if you haven't subscribed, what are you waiting for? Go ahead and hit the subscribe button down below and join this amazing family so that you can get instant notification whenever I upload a new video. I'll see you again next time with another beautiful recipe. Until then, remember that this is the season of great laughter, good cheer, and loads of food. So keep laughing, keep being excited, and keep eating loads and loads of food. Nobody's gonna hold you responsible for that.